That's right. Pretty historic. And this announcement came, a day before the 75th anniversary of the attack on Pearl Harbor. This actually will happen on December 27th when the president is there for his 2-week Hawaii vacation, his last one before leaving office. But Prime Minister Abe, he announced earlier that he will make this historic trip. 75 years he will stand there at the USS Arizona Memorial with President Obama, and they will commemorate the lives lost there 75 years ago.
There's, as we get ready for the 75th marking tomorrow, I don't think, Kenneth, we can really appreciate the historic nature of what we're about to see. These two leaders from these two countries on the USS Arizona Memorial, that's unbelievable.
It really is, especially when you think about what was happening 75 years ago today, which was this country, Japan, was getting ready to embark on this journey to kill more than 1,100 of our U.S. service members and personnel, military personnel, and it launched us into World War II. You really have to look at the historical significance here, and I think when we're so far removed, it's hard to do that. But I think if you are a family member of a World War II survivor, it's something you know, and you know it well, and you know how important this is. And I think that some Americans will look at this and see this as something that maybe shouldn't happen. Maybe it tears the Band-Aid off 75 years later still. And then there are even some in Japan, in the more conservative voices in the right-wing government of Japan, who look at this move by Prime Minister Abe as something that also shouldn't happen. But we saw President Obama, go to Hiroshima just a few months ago, to express regret, not apologies, but regret after the U.S. dropped an atomic bomb on that city.
How much of this is a quid pro quo? Since President Obama went to Hiroshima, now he's coming to Pearl Harbor.
I think it was part of the deal here at the White House as they try to strengthen these U.S.-Japanese relations, because just to give people a little insight into what's happening in Japan right now when it comes to the U.S., there's a lot of frustration with the U.S. On that small island of Okinawa, where the U.S. has 20% of the land that's a military base. There are 26,000 U.S. military service members in Okinawa, and there have been a string of incidents where there have been sexual assaults of women by U.S. service members and allegations. Those things continue to grow there, and that frustration. There have been massive protests that happened over the summer, and so there's a lot of tension there. Not just from war that happened ended 70 years ago, but this growing frustration that's happening and tensions that are happening in Okinawa. And I think the fact that we're seeing that Defense Secretary Ash Carter announced this morning that the U.S. is giving back some of the land in Okinawa back to the Japanese government. I think there's a lot at play here between in a region where Chinese aggression continues and North Korean threat continues. I think we're seeing a lot play out here that's pretty significant.
Ken, thanks for checking in. Good stuff.
Thank you.
720, Big 550, KTRS. We got numbers. We'll do that